Mark Farner of Grand Funk fame tells us the story behind I Am Your Captain, Closer to Home on Rock History Music. I Am Your Captain, Closer to Home was Grand Funk Railroad's very first hit. It was from the album Closer to Home, released June 15th, 1970. The tune reached number 22 on the Billboard charts, and I asked Mark Farner where it came from.
I prayed for that song, Brother John, and I did my prayers. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. And then, you put the P.S., God bless Mom, God was dead. God bless everybody in the family, the uncles, extended, second cousins, everybody you can remember comes. And then I did this P.S. I said, God, would you please give me a song that would reach and touch those you want to get to? And I got up in the middle of the night and wrote this song, but I'm always writing, getting up in the middle of the night, writing things down. In fact, I have to, because some of the best songs and some of the best thoughts have escaped me because I didn't. And so I kicked myself in the ass and I said, don't be lazy, you got to do this. So anyways, I write the song. I don't know it's a song yet until I get up in the morning. There I am. I got my coffee on the table. I'm looking at the horses out in the pasture, and I kick my feet up on the chair, and I'm playing my George Washburn American-made bad-ass flat-top guitar. It was the loudest guitar, and started playing it. It happened. It started coming, and then I said, "Oh, I wonder if those words I wrote have anything to do with this." And I go get the words. And then I start playing it, and I make the C inversion the way that I did, holding down the E and the B string. And it's the first time I'd ever grabbed that in that way, but it sounded so good to me. I went, wow, that's like a magic thing going on there. And I took it to rehearsal that day, and I played it for Don and Mel, and they both said, Farner, man, this song's a hit. And they were right.
I love playing that song to a younger generation, and almost always the reaction is really, really good. Also, there seems to be a reaction of, hey man, there's something going on in this song. Something's important here.
Oh, yeah. And there's no video of it, Brother John. There's no video. So I heard about people that were quizzed over what does the song Bridge Over Troubled Water?
Sorry you cut out there, Mark. I take it you mean Simon & Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Water?
100 different people who gave 100 different, diversely different definitions of the song. And it's because of our imagination. There was no video, so, it's whatever that person was needing, whatever they were looking for, whatever, that they got in that song at the time. That's, to me, each one of us has a great imagination, but it's been stifled by music videos. If there would have been a video to On Your Captain, that's all the person would have thought of, that video and the meaning of, the storyline of the video. But being that there isn't, you can exercise your God-given imagination. And that's why people who read a book and then they go to see a movie, they say, that movie sucked. You know why? Because their imagination is so much greater than Hollywood could ever get to. Seriously. But it's something that people haven't been encouraged in and has kind of been starved from exercising that imagination just by virtue of the amount of entertainment that's going in. There's no vent for the creative part, and there's no atmosphere for it.
By the mid-'70s, Grand Funk Railroad were no longer a power trio, but for the formative years, it was drummer Don Brewer, bassist Mel Shocker, and Mark Farner at the helm. I asked Mark Farner why that seemed to work so well.
Well, it was the instrumentation, and Terry Knight's, his ear for production was to blast that bass, to where it is just overdriven and dominating in so many frequencies, not only bass, but a lot of frequencies. And that it occupied that space, and it worked. It worked on record, and it worked live. And with my playing, I was just learning how to play lead guitar when Grand Funk started. I mean, I can see the difference as it goes up through the years. I can hear the difference in my playing and where I was at. But a lot of people have told me that that was what they would listen to because it's something that was actually achievable, some guitar playing that they could actually do. And I thought, that's great. What a great compliment that people use that to learn, and they blame me for them learning how to play guitar.
I think it was Rick Emmett of the Canadian band Triumph who first talked to me about being the lead guitarist, lead vocalist in a rock trio, and how there's a lot of thinking that goes into that before you can perform that stuff live and make it sound somewhat like the record when you're a trio. It's a real balancing act.
It is. And just in the mental gymnastics that you mentioned, Brother John, just prepping yourself for it and getting ready for it, it is. But some of us work better under that kind of pressure.
As most of you know, we have talked to both Don Brewer, the current drummer of Grand Funk Railroad, who's been there since the very beginning, and Mark Farner, the lead guitarist, lead songwriter, and lead vocalist, who left in the late 90s. And a lot of fans are hoping they get back together. It really doesn't seem like they will. Next week, we're going to ask both of them point blank about that reunion. We'll have more of our conversation with both drummer Don Brewer and guitarist vocalist Mark Farner of Grand Funk fame coming up next week. We're almost finished our 12-part series, but next week we're talking to both of them about that reunion. Some of the answers kind of made me want to scratch my head a little bit, but that's coming up next weekend. If you want to volunteer for Rock History Music, contact us via just the comments of this video and we'll contact you back. Also, if you want to buy some of our merchandise, we've got t-shirts and mugs and sweatshirts, and we'll have a lot more coming up in the next few weeks. It helps us expand our channel and buy new computers that we need to expand this little operation that we have. Make sure you comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. Share away, we really appreciate it. This is John Beaudin from Rock History Music.